You'll notice that we have a dynamic warm-up for you. We'll get started pretty quickly, so just feel free to move along at your own pace with me. Alright, first things first, you'll need a chair or a step, and we'll start right off with a squat to chair. Here we go. We've got about 12 of these, and I'm just using the step as a way to gauge my depth on these squats as I get warm. Now, I might have mentioned it before, but I have had hip surgery, and so I usually have to have some sort of a chair to gauge my depth so I don't go too far. A few more of these. Alright, up next we have alternating reverse lunges. Now you'll see me practice a few. I'll step my right leg back, drop down, then step my left leg back, drop down. Alright, here we go. We got about 12 of these as well. So what we're looking for here is a nice speed, just again to get the muscles warm and ready for the workout. The point of this workout are to have movements that are dynamic and really just get the body warm. So alternating front, alternating the back leg, excuse me. Just stepping back and forth. So I'm looking for about 2 90-degree angles or so. Do whatever feels comfortable for your body. That seems to work well for me. Couple more. Alright, let's set up for the push-ups. Now push-ups. Push-ups are really challenging for me, and you'll notice this as I start to adjust my stance. I've got a bad shoulder that I've had surgery on, my right shoulder, so you'll notice that I'm constantly having to adjust. You ready? Here we go. Lower the chest in between the hands. Adjust the hands as much as you need to. Now you'll see that my hands are about the width of the mat, and just kind of keep moving. The belly's in tight. Think plank the whole time. Okay, you can see I'm starting to struggle a little bit, and this would be a variation that I would teach a client if they were just new and starting off with push-ups, so that's an option. And then I'm just going to go back to my kneeling position. Now usually I would like to have a yoga block or something under my chest, again to gauge my depth so I don't go too far. Alright, up next we have a hip flexor stretch on the left side. You're just going to bring that front knee, that left leg into 90, so the knee and the ankle are in line. Hands behind the head or in front, and I'm just going to squeeze the back glute. Sometimes this is called a 90-90 stretch, but my legs aren't quite in 90, so we won't call that today. Deep breath. So I take an inhale and then exhale as I sink into that back right hip. Okay, so that back right hip is the one that I mentioned I was post FAI surgery on that one, so you'll notice a difference in the sides of my legs. Deep breath, exhale. Inhale, and then exhale as you move. Change sides. This time the right leg is forward. I'm going to show you that my knee and my ankle start off in a nice line, and then ideally my back hip on the left leg should be right under my hip. So let's go with that. Deep breath in, and then exhale. So those of you that are a little bit more intermediate, you might want to put your hands out in front or wherever feels comfortable to you. Today, the back of my head, just to engage the upper back muscles a bit. Deep breath. Alright, you can see that little squint on my face where I do have a little bit of stiffness in that hip where I'm still recovering. So squeeze the glute, back, exhale, back. Keep moving, you got this. Squeeze that glute. Just a few more. We're doing each exercise about 30 seconds, so you kind of know if you did this on your own, you could do about 10 of each and still be fine. Alright, this next exercise here, I call a spider woman, Spider-Man, whatever you'd like. All I'm going to be doing is stepping my foot outside of my hands to make a really, really long, wide lunge. It looks a little bit like Spider-Man, I think. Kinda. Good. So then from here, I'm showing a tall kneeling position. So let's say your wrists really aren't that great today. That gives you an option for modifications. I'm going back to that half plank. And then I'll also try from a full plank position. So give it a shot there if you feel a little bit better today, if you feel good today. A few more on each side, and then that should bring us to about the end of the workout. Big stretch. Exhale. A little child's pose to finish us up. And we are done. So quick 4-minute workout just to get you warm. Thank you so much for joining me.